Next one we got in the lightweight division, we got Mauricio Ruffy versus Michael Chandler. And how do I feel about this one right here? Is I'll go average confidence. Mauricio Ruffy to beat Michael Chandler. And yeah, Michael Chandler's an amazing fighter, but he's pushing 40 years old. And once you get to this age, this is not the EPO's TRT era where Chael Sonnen was in, where they allowed that, oh, you're 38 now, you can have a second resurgence, will allow you to take TRT because your testosterone low. It's not the era no more. As soon as that era ended, you start to see a lot of guys that started to have second, wins like Randy Couture and Dan Henderson and Chael Sonnen, all those like American wrestlers that started to have second wins because they still have all that skill and all that experience, and they get to take TRT. The UFC will allow it, and so they have all that experience and they get to take testosterone. You start to see them have second resurgences, but those second resurgences start to become less and less, especially for wrestlers, because wrestling is the most exhausting sport part of MMA. And when you start to get 38 and you can't take TRT legally, you can't wrestle that same way you did when you were 25, 26. So Chandler, even though he will have the wrestling upside, at this age, he's not going to have the ability to really wrestle for 50 minutes if necessary. Maybe like 3 minutes good, maybe even 5 minutes to stretch, maybe 6 minutes, but 15 minutes, no. And I think for him to do that, he would have to, again, take some TRT, allow him to take some TRT, maybe that while to give him a special allowance or something, because it's at the White House and he's an American fighter, he's a patriot or whatever. But I'm not counting on that. I'm expecting the same Chandler we've been seeing lately. Again, this is not Chandler from Bellator. It's not from Chandler from 10 years ago. I don't think he'll be able to wrestle for, 10, 15 minutes. It'll be about 6 minutes at most. And I think Ruffy has been working. I think he'll be able to address the wrestling. And I think he'll be able to beat a much sharper, much longer striker. He's a much taller guy, much faster guy, great counters. And Chandler already leaves himself way too open. He just be throwing that rear hand, chin be up, coming in square. So I can see him running to knees to the chest, knees to the chin, running to uppercuts. And I think Ruffy's going to have a field day. And I'm going to say Ruffy stops him in the early minutes of the fight. I say within round, I said not round, but minute 2 or minute 3, I think he sparks Chandler. It's going to be a side-end fire for as long as it lasts, but Ruffy's going to be capitalizing on all the big openings that Chandler will give him. And I think he sparks him and puts him out within the first around the 3-minute mark. So in this one, I have Mauricio Ruffy via first round TKO.